It's for that for more cover about Alpha 1G message so you subscribe to Alpha 1G message so subscribe. No one like no share no turn on notification bell on so be update BI be you know on so bit me can make house comment section once you there message so we comment maybe be akoso nkwa MPP to say MPP minority Afenyo marking and call for say Ghana for almost serious and here on my even nube biada. O MPP Afenyo marking o now what oka sa ECG board no and a movie cables echo di one call for na movie a cable ekoton de ama yisi na eka adore anodompre ene ne nkofo ne napo mo ne nkofo ye dem call ECG boss amko wi anyeme ne eka ba dum so aye echese eka ba ECG wa na ye wi je ho ba bia enyi ene mu gina ha be ka chese you need timetable. What the hell do you think you are? John Jinapor ama a very strong warning and reply ama Afenyo marking. Then ECG board before omujia cables no with evidence Jinapor at the buy na myanko nyenkotie nearby the akabiano the better so.
Now, minority demands immediate publication of Doomsday timetable. You see, MPP minority say immediately. Mr. P, Mr. S. I was supposed to ask you for an Apple video, but it's fine. You see, minority or more parliament, the 88 MPs, MPP for more parliament, almost say no. Yamfa Doomsday timetable, mbra. NDC for Doomsday timetable, mbra. I want to tell Ghanaians something. Ghana for Sibio Majuni Yejuma. Nobody should take the minority serious. Ghana for say a person of mine will cause nobody in Ghana should take the minority serious. So I would take minority serious, now with all due respect, one kasa wa adwene form. I'm not going to comment on this because Ghana ni bi onim nyanse bi anim say this does not make sense. Say minority way, MPP for way, omudi afa do so over 3 years. And the Ghana obi antumi kan ho asem ye nyina yetena mu. Say in 3 months omu free power abeka kire say we should insist to say Edian was the energy minister no edit timetable bar. Nobody in Ghana should take the minority serious. Now say me video bia no hini bi ka say nyoma bia minority ni ye especially Afenyo marking ankasa edi minority ni mu ye no aya no mu bu Ghana for say ye Jimmy. Near Akroma and Yebusa Napo energy minister under Kufuor Bawumia said dum so wo my timetable Napo jina santimemu we jina baby o ojina Kumasi eka kire Ghana for say ye ne adwin say eti dum so mu yankoye ye timetable. NPP 4 they all supported Napo, they defended that statement. This government has never denied to say we are not having power problems. From day one, we buy. I'm catch Ghana for say a car dahoni, and we all know because we should not make it look like say NDC for free planet to be so no mobile. NDC for the tia, the family in no money netifio muye, and it's NDC for better power. No mo question krate me catch say a car ECG bottle ho. Afenyo marking another pre no mo ECG board so akwawi Afenyo marking kasongo 99. Na oti ECG board so omo no mutina ECG board so omo wia ECG containers cables ni nyina no this guy na oti ECG board so one anodom pre they are the ones who supervise the stealing of Ghana properties, about 2,000 containers from Temaport, these people. So what will make these men turn around and tell you, say, give us timetable? Abra, they supervised one of the most horrible, almost one of the most corrupt ECG in energy ministry in the history of Ghana. Time and free power. Now a car was over $10 billion. A car, no my bo. So what will make them in 3 months turn around to tell us, say, energy problem no, almost per timetable. Then one, it means say, we are Ghana for say Jimmy. Him from Ghana and you say Jimmy. Penifone and Koran say Jimmy because you almost say what happened the last 8 years. No, you really see. That is why they are doing this. So, what will make these people come around and tell us, say, NDC are buying after they have committed this dangerous problem NDC are buying, their insistence say are buying their timetable. Now put na Ghana hakache as an energy minister. Okache nyina say ono hu dum so bia. Na mo a mo se mo te dum so mu no. Mo ankasa mo kopem dean, mo confirm timetable. Ebe sinne. NPP, they have not apologized about this. Nobody in the NPP, Tumaka said, that statement from Napo is an insult to Ghanaians. This is Napo. As some catch the Ghana for no. These same people have turned around to tell us, say, oh, we have timetable.
If you are comparing 4 years, NPP administration, energy sector is 300 times better than Jomama.
But we are still experiencing doom so.
Nobody has said we haven't. I'm just saying, it's far much better than Jomama ever did.
So you admit there is doom so in the country?
You do admit that there's doom so.
That is the word you used. I have never used that word. I promised you that we are going to work on it. And it's not a work that is a single event. It's a process. And we'll continue to work on it for the energy sector to become better.
Have you heard of calls for a timetable?
Ask those who want to bring it. For the energy sector to become better.
Have you heard of calls for a timetable?
Ask those who want to bring it.
They should bring the timetable.
If there is, I haven't seen any timetable. So
but people are calling for it.
Say bring a timetable. So what do you mean?
Have you heard of calls for a timetable?
Ask those who want to bring it.
They should bring the timetable.
If there is, I haven't seen any timetable. So
but people are calling for it.
Say bring a timetable. So what do you mean? The ECG says that there is no timetable coming. Why do you want to bring a timetable? What purpose? Why would somebody get up and wish evil or bad for the country?
No, it's not about how bad it is. Ghanaians are
actually so. When it is not planned, when it's not planned, you can't tell the person.
So it's
in Ghana and Nigeria. Did you live in this country?
One, he admitted in that interview as the energy minister, said there is doom so. On the interview, Nebusan said, is there doom so? Say yes. We are solving it. So he admitted as the energy minister, said doom so. The journalist went further to say, what do you say doom so what they are? Then give us a timetable. Or say more timetable now, must doom so no more printable timetable. These people had no problem with it. So anytime I catch a Ghana for say, Sanko Fowe, we are Ghana now take NPP minority serious with all due respect. Now I didn't count. Because one, any rational being be an adjuni juma pa sebio or nwangasa etameduano de kona no will never pay attention to these people. They don't respect Ghanaians. They see us as say Jimmy. They don't respect one even a single Ghanaian. So why should anybody spend time, waste time on the minority, the NPP? Why should anybody do that? Nobody should do that. It's a waste of time. It's a waste of everybody's time. Because at the end of the day, why has he turned around to tell you, say, give me a timetable? I brought time and not power. Timetable. Why would that person today say we need timetable? It is because it is because you people have short memories. And people, they don't respect Ghanaians. Teach you, they don't respect the people who follow them. Here, I mentioned the Quintia MP before Ghana for Mahmoud Baumia. And the Baumia Kasa. Suddenly, Baumia is wise. Don't forget, this Baumia, he is the same Baumia you and I, we know. So don't think some different Baumia. I mentioned Bibi. Baumia na, and the young na Okasano. 3 months ago, the same Baumia ye nimuno no nothing has changed. Onko die duro fufuro bia, onko school fufuro bia. Sa Baumia na ya kana asem Baumia Mahmoud ba onwani. Sa kwa wi. Bibia sesaye e yo no this guy. This guy. Me pesa me chiro. I want you to see me pesa Ghana for hu bibi. Nothing has changed. So Bawumia no ni.
Economic mismanagement and corruption has resulted in Ghana turning to the IMF for a bailout. Fellow Ghanaians, Ghana's sovereign credit rating has been downgraded from B+ positive. Without oil, Ghana was being rated as B+ positive. Under the NPP, we've now have today 16 million Ghanaians with unique identities. And that is a major transformation. A lot of people sometimes don't even appreciate what the impact of the Ghana card is. But if you gave me 1,000 interchanges and a Ghana card, I'll choose the Ghana card because it has more impact on development. Today, 16 million Ghanaians with unique identities. And that is a major transformation. A lot of people sometimes don't even appreciate what the impact of the Ghana card is. But if you gave me 1,000 interchanges and a Ghana card, I'll choose the Ghana card because it has more impact on development. Today, 16 million Ghanaians with unique identities. And that is a major transformation. A lot of people sometimes don't even appreciate what the impact of the Ghana card is. But if you gave me 1,000 interchanges and a Ghana card, I'll choose the Ghana card because it has more impact on development. Today, 16 million railways and ports. And for the people of Cape Coast, I have good news for you. We are building a new harbor in Cape Coast and a new airport in Cape Coast. It is very critical that we do that. An airport makes a lot of sense in Cape Coast. It's a real tourist hub, and between Greater Accra, Kumasi, and Cape Coast, you have a triangle that really is a lot of hub of economic activity. You can build railway lines between them, and it's a major growth pool if we put an airport here to drive infrastructure growth. Of course, we are going to continue to construct the Eastern Line. We are going to construct the Eastern Line and the Ghana-Burkina Line, which is also very, very much the Buankra.
Given the resources at its disposal, one should expect at least 4 to 5 times the quantum of investment that the NDC claims to have undertaken. The close to 33 billion of borrowing that has not been used for infrastructure expenditure could have done so much in this country. If you take $33 billion and ask yourself, what could you have done with $33 billion? You could have solved the water crisis in Ghana. You could have solved our energy problems. Every region in Ghana would have had 1,000 kilometers of asphalt road. We could have transformed agriculture. We could have put in place a world-class hospital in every region. We could have bought 1,000 ambulances for the Ghana Ambulance Service. We could have equipped our existing health and education institutions. And we could have built an additional 600 senior high schools that the government is trying to build currently.
And you don't understand. Get to a village and the people will gather. They will tell you, well, our major need is a borehole. There's 60 different budgets where we have been allocating money for development, both central and local. Many villages I went to, our major need is a toilet.
When I look at the economic management team, it is quite clearly a fantastic team. Professor Jambafo, Dr. Akotose, Dr. Afriye Akoto, Honorable Alan Chiremanting, Boachi Ejako, Ken Oforiata, Senior Minister Yao Osafo Mafu. What a solid team. In fact,
this is the same Bawumia. I did 3 months. Bibian Sisai. There's nothing new about him. There's nothing new about Kennedy Japan. The same Kennedy Japan on the Jantra for Kuntokwa. We draw to say, we ask to say, it's the same Kennedy Japan. There's nothing new about them. Why should we even pay attention to 2 liars, 2 thieves, 2 criminals who don't speak the truth?
think for that, for watching summer a course. Just this kind of statement no great for him. Nanga more minority crowd there, Afenyo marking and call for the. And got this statement, enya summer, and we say free man no back because more the year for doom some a year 3 good years. Mosa charge ye extra. Share and yet NDC for a bar bam. I don't know you who say no. Cables more used to a year ordinary Ghanaian said a more afraid de biana. Esika at the aqua crabber just to sustain the ECG no. Sa cables no over 500 containers of that cables no. Abba abedru Ghana hanum say instead say mobile kwa yi cable no. Nkwa yi cables no. Ama cables no just say the time I was here the year Jumakua etuma mamo ankasa masa ato ama mo ho. Eye ECG boss Afenyo marking. Ene John Jinapor. Ene napo mo na moda eye ECG board we ano hwe say enwoma beko kama ama Ghana for ye ho atoye wo ye nyina mo nkane ho. Nene mo antimi amfa timetable amma ama dum so 3 years napo insulte Ghana for to extent say wangasa wa admit say dum so ho no na ordinary Ghanaians said the bia mota afre no ehun say dum so ho they are preferring for timetable sabe ya obehu how obetimi atoto na nuoma no obehu how obetimi aye na adwuma simple what the anyina monkane a na eye adwuma sabe ya man adwuma mu no because ohwe omo yusu light they yo mo adwuma to say coastal ya na say o asafo market Kumasi na say asafo market no ofi say ne enam aba na ofi say ebo 8 nyumra ye bedum light eno nti no ne fridge bi wo ho no ma obe store nam ne bi wo mu abra onko sabe ye dum light 8 na emma nam ne nsei no sa ordinary Ghanaian no apre sa obehia timetable na po gina a television, a national television so catch Ghana fo nyina say ono de wa admit say dum so ho na mum ECG so at the timetable beba because ohun say dum so like this man was contemplating himself ono ankasa na na otwintwa na ho akwan mu onim ne oka wa admit awi my timetable I was say ECG de ono ohun say dum so ho no enti say ordinary Ghanaian ne free say dum so ho dia ene ono angasa nya ne timetable because ECG buy no ECG board no motana say napo Afenyo markings no omo hu say dum so bia on ordinary Ghanaian anytime like on here timetable look at all this and John Dramani Mahama Amamua a year within the 4 months now. You a vast change at the various center, market center, dollar, and that of even recently. There's going to be a reduction of a year transportation fares with 15% just at the year they take effect. And a minority leader. MPP for no back say there is doom so enti aban week John Jinapor should provide a timetable for doom so meanwhile so hwe eka muja no ECG aban we by one fa hwe ensie Ghana fo papa ne ba ya no ama Ghana fo ahu se eka wo ECG na indeed ye hu some evidence che se eka wo ECG problem, a big problem, ECG one, but I by way I try and manage hard time just provide light for the citizens of Ghana. And then mama babontin release Afenyo babontin release a communique say the government NDC abide should bring out an a doomsday timetable. Say be a Ghana for home better more 3 years. Much light to come abrana mo charge SS. Nenipa yokometia. It takes only a senseless and answer obi na dream more ha. Ana obe believe in sama minority eka no na omo ntimo omo kan de huhudie na time investigation be koso a ye be cheche Afenyo ma kene ne nkofo a omo dealing with sa cables no ye be nyaska afande efu ECG na bibia akoso kama na make out say I Alpha OneTV message so nya subscribe to Alpha OneTV. Let's also subscribe. No like, no share. No turn on notification bell. No sabi update BI bell. No sabi to me. I can make a comment section once you're there. Let's also leave a comment. Maybe I could one. Macram.